Howdy folks, Justin here, and this is my first kind of cursory attempt to integrate some new cards from Heroes of Skyrim into the mid-range Crusader deck that I've been playing for a long time. Before Fall of the Dark Brotherhood, I had a version of this that was doing really well. After the Dark Brotherhood dropped, I think the deck got really good, and I think actually the Dark Brotherhood version of the deck, Fantastic Fours, is still really good. But I wanted to just experiment with a few new cards. So this is the first go at that. We dropped the decks become leaner, just like it did the first time it got revised. Gone are the 7/7 giants, and gone are the belligerent giants. The Stampede Sentinels and belligerent giants are both gone. Replacing them are Ulfric Stormcloak, Triumphant Jarl, Thieves Guild Shadowfoot, Feet, Protector of the Innocent, and Call of Valor. So going for a little more just like value, and we're going to see how this works. I'm going to hop onto the ladder, playing against, didn't quite catch his name there, Etarium, playing Battlemage. He's a prophet, which means we need cheap cards to interact with his early game. Didn't really get it. He has the Ring of Magicka. We do have a Protector of the Innocent, though, which is nice. Let's see what happens.
We stand united.
Okay, we'll drop this guy.
We'll see how they like someone who fights.
Just try to get to the mid game. We have removed a little bit of the life gain, so we're not as good at that as we used to be. That doesn't seem like a great trade, but I could be mistaken. Thieves Guild Shadowfoot seems pretty good. See what we steal from him. Lightning Bolt. Well, I'm glad he does not have that, and it could definitely come in handy here. So playing against Battlemage Orcs. Counterfeit Trinket. Let's see if he has his Bankerai Butcher. Love to see a one toughness creature here, obviously. Shieldbreaker.
I have no fear of you, cowardly schemer.
Interesting. So, no prophecy, but we can just lightning bolt that, which seems pretty good. Even better though is gatekeeping it down.
Khajiit is having a good night.
Okay. If he can remove my dude, I do have lightning bolt, javelin, pyromancer, all sorts of answers.
I'm ready for anything.
Yeah, so it looks like this is going to be a great Skaven pyromancer.
Crows take you.
And there's an execute.
Let's heat things up.
Okay, so we're sort of stabilizing here. We're at 21. If he triumphant Jarls here, that would be pretty bad for us. He's got a Corsair ship though. And we no longer have any support removal in this deck. But I don't know if that's a huge deal. We haven't seen a lot of prophecies from him. Riftthane is great. I like just Riftthane. See if we can't pivot in being aggressive. I'd love to pick up a Dawnstar Healer as my draw. I don't think we've seen any new cards. No, actually we did. We saw Thieves Guild Shadowfoot and Protector of the Innocent, which are new in this version of the deck. I'm pretty nervous. Like, mid-range life gain Crusader is has become one of my favorite archetypes, and it's just totally absent on the ladder. Recently played it in the Epic Rumble Gauntlet thing to the highest place of any Crusader player. So if I just lightning bolt that, if I just piercing javelin that, my life is good, right? Yeah. Start chipping away. Just get our Reeve counter going. I am concerned though that him holding on to this last Ring of Magicka charge means he has a oh, that's not so bad. A Supreme Etromancer in hand. Okay. If he doesn't play this next one, he definitely does, right? Because he's just holding it.
I have no fear of you, cowardly schemer.
I can't execute that, actually, so...
Time to fight.
Oh, he is going to go for it. Okay, so that is not Naturomancer in his hand. And... yeah, I'm keeping this. Because I'm going to... Illusionist execute that next turn. The only real punish if I just play Hive Defender is Shield Breaker, though, right? So what if I just do this? I could put them both over there, but I need a presence in both lanes. I think holding on to the Illusionist is pretty good because it gives me another hard removal against stuff. Lightning Bolt. Rampaging Minotaur, okay. Sure, keep that alive. Nord Firebrand, he's out of cards now. So let's get a life gain card. Well, Skaven Pyromancer works to clear that up, but it's not what I want quite yet.
Let's heat things up. Close ranks. Let nothing through.
Okay, so we're at 12. He's at 1 card a turn. We have 11 on board. We can do 17 to him if he doesn't interrupt us. So we're gonna have to 2-turn kill him. That is a great sign because he doesn't know. One of his lightning bolts is in my hand. So let's smash him for 4.
There's nowhere they can hide.
Prophecy. Is it that final lightning bolt? Awesome. And yeah, we just play this. He only has 1 lightning bolt left in this deck. I think this gives us lethal, right? Because
The Dark Brotherhood is upon us,
only Harpy
and I
can really
shall
screw us
fuel
up
it.
here.
I'll kill you where you stand.
I don't know how he can do 8 from hand with 1 card. Next turn we have Lightning Bolt and Underworld Vigilante. I mean, still drop this as a 2/4 guard if we have to. We can execute a Harpy and postpone our plans for a turn.
I'm ready for anything. More and glory.
Okay. 7, 8, 9, 10, 14. So we should be good, right?
The hunter becomes the hunted.
Hey! I need to take a screenshot of
I
this.
bow to your.
Oh no! Don't bow to my victory. Let me lightning bolt you, buddy. Oh. No, I wasn't trying to be him. I was about to kill him. All right. All right. Yeah. So we were up here, but I lost some games playing an assassin wisp market deck. Let's keep going. That felt pretty good. The new cards worked out pretty nice. All right, back for another game with Let It All Out, the updated with Heroes of Skyrim tech mid-range life gain Crusader deck. Although the life gain package is a little weaker, we removed some of that. We've also trimmed some of the high end, made a more consistent mid-range deck. Quite a bit of value stuff like the deck list that I can actually read. Well, I mean, like Hall of Valor is just so crazy good. Multiples, Ulfric Stormcloak, and the Triumphant Jarl, all additional ways to continue the resources coming. Playing against Gratak the Runebreaker, playing Battlemage. I think Bruma and Call of Valor are good against Battlemage, I would imagine. And yeah, we have the Cloud Illusionist Execute combo. Execute has a lot of targets in most Battlemage
This
decks.
should be good.
Okay, so we'll Bruma over here, right? Or do we just offer the trade? If I had another 2-drop in my hand, I'd be much more excited about that because I could execute as Daggerfall Mage, but I think I'm just going to have to take a little bit of damage.
Always a plan.
That might be a mistake, but this deck's pretty good at recovering against aggro.
This should be good.
So now, obviously, I need to draw Skaven Pyromancer, and I win the game, right? Ooh, it looks sort of like a Skaven Pyromancer.
So many purses, so little time.
Thief of Dreams. Okay, so he's going a little bit deeper than we thought he might be. Really don't want him to steal my cards. Prophecy, what are we hoping for? I will take it.
Close ranks, let nothing through. Ball.
Yep. Afflicted a lit, okay. And he triggers a prophecy because he runs Mystic Dragon. It's pretty good. Well, there's the Skaven Pyromancer a little late. So let's see here. We kind of want to keep these two together to work next turn. Earthbone Spinner probably has better targets. Skaven Pyromancer's got to be pretty good, right? Although it opens us up to death by his Skaven Pyromancer. So I think the play, and because we know he's playing a Prophecy deck, we're not swinging. We're just going to play Call of Valor. And presumably lose this guy, but he might get lulled into a sense of security here. Yeah. So I think we run 13 prophecies. We are hitting them today,
A
aren't
little
we?
distraction might prove useful.
It is pretty fortunate for us.
Close ranks, let nothing through.
Prophecy on prophecy crime.
This should be good.
Okay, so we can clear this, right? And we can gain some life in the process. So let's... Do we want to Cloud Rest execute? I don't think so. We want to Bruma.
Let's heat things up.
Okay, he's down to 2 cards. We have 4. Now he's at 3 cards. He has 5 more life than us, so like a Triumph or Jarl here would swing things around. But if he takes his entire turn to play one thing, that's got to be good for us, right?
I used to be an adventurer like you.
Okay, well, that is going to get Cloud Rest executed.
A little distraction might prove useful.
You won't spoil my plan.
Are we swinging? He's 5 ahead of us. So if we draw Golden Saint, we can just swing next turn to make that happen. We don't want to give him a draw off of Afflicted Alit. We can Earthbone Spinner things. Yep, there's the Alit.
Close ranks, let nothing through.
Okay. Awesome. So this is great, actually.
The
Earthbone
forest will
Spinner.
not suffer your
Rift Thing.
They will not get
As a
past
2/4
me.
guard. Sweet. Any lightning bolts? Okay. Don't play that card because I need a Thief of Dreams it. Alright, time to reveal Supreme Necromancer. Oh, it's an Earthbone Spinner. It's not. Oh, this guy's all in the prophecies. Well, now we know we're not swinging. Grotwood Ambusher, come on, man. Come on. What are you doing? What are you doing with that Grotwood Ambusher? That's such a terrible card.
There is plenty for all.
Yeah,
I'm ready to join the
you got it, man.
circle.
So Dawnstar Healer, he concedes, right?
Let me kill.
Probably concedes now, right? Unless he drew a Supreme Necromancer.
You are the victim.
Sounds about right. Cool. Well, that's 2-0. The new version of this deck. How does the new version stack up to the old version? It plays really similarly so far. I haven't missed the Giants. Part of the reason that I'm fine with not running Belligerent Giant is the announcement made recently that that card's probably getting nerfed. So adapting to life without it seems pretty reasonable. Although that card's great, and it works really well in this sort of mid-range deck that pivots quickly to being the aggressive deck. One of the things that I find really important, and I think... So, I mean, on this channel, right, there's a couple things that happen. I play fun decks, meme decks, sort of. And then I play decks that I've worked on myself that I think are actually good. That I think have. I mean, the meme decks, I'm trying to win with them, but I'm trying to do specific things, and winning is sort of, an auxiliary goal. But one of the things that I value really highly, and that I think you see maybe as a trend in the decks I build, is the ability to pivot quickly from being the reactive deck to the aggressive deck as the game flows back and forth. I think it took me a long time, for instance, with Crusader, to find a medium with that, to find a way that I can make that a reality. And because I was working on mid-range Crusader back, last fall, and it took me until like this spring in order to get a deck that was winning, incredibly consistently. To be honest with you, the mid-range Crusader lists I've been making have just done really, really well. But you also see it in like my latest version of Scout, right, where I'm running a leaner version of that deck so that I can do two things. First of all, exploit any missed turns by my opponent and just win. Right, something that Scout, sometimes Scout needs to reach a critical mass, or he needs to ramp really hard in order to get to a certain point. I'm trying with my build of Dragon Scout ramp to be able to take advantage of every opportunity that comes up to just win the game. It's probably part of the reason why all-in prophecy strategies running like 30 or 40 prophecy cards tend to irritate me so much, because it really puts a kink in that approach that I have to building decks. Although decks like this, which are kind of designed to feed on aggressive decks, don't really have that problem. But I think that's important. I'm working on a Dragon Assassin deck that it has a similar ability to just move from one rule to the other really, really quickly. And I think there's a single hallmark of the decks I'm building. That's it, and this deck does it really well. So, all right, we're back for a third game with Let It All Out, the Heroes of Skyrim update, the first update to mid-range life gain Crusader, and we're playing against Surge Gold. I really wish my bank account would do that. It's no longer surging red, which it did when I was younger, but gold is not a status right. Platinum's unimaginable. And we have a rank 1 Crusader mirror. That's exciting. He's got the ring, which is unfortunate. I kind of feel like Hive Defender is a good keep, but he's going to be able to javelin it the turn I play it. So we're just going to go digging for cheap stuff. Okay, well, one of these cards is a little cheaper. There's no turn 1 creatures in the deck. The only one drop in the deck is the only one cost card in the deck is Execute, but. And there's his aggressive Rift Thane. I love a Rift Thane of my own. I didn't get it. It's a really bad sign. Really bad sign. He might Morkel Gatekeeper Buffet swing and I hit a Prophecy and win.
Training is over.
5th Legion Trainer. Okay, so we hold our Skaven. Definitely hold our Skaven. Yeah, I'm going to do this. I got to get this off the board. I can Earthbone Spinner that if I need to. It sort of screws up his plans for where he puts his tokens this turn. Okay, Hive Defender. This is not the best use of this card, but I think it's a pretty reasonable one. And unless he's running Crushing Blow. Okay. Another shot at a Prophecy here, which would really turn the game around.
You can't defeat me.
Any of them. Call of Valor, okay. So.
Don't mess with me.
I'm gonna let him take the trade if he wants it. Because he probably has to javelin this. I'm not gonna have my life gain guy out there, but that's alright. I just need to avoid his Golden Saints. If he lays down tokens, I Pyromancer. What's really scary? Divine Favor? It's pretty good. It's like taking the turn off. Yep, you gotta do that.
Training is over.
5th Legion Trainer. Tokens are coming next turn then. Okay, I can play a 3-drop and a 2-drop, but I don't have any 2-drops. My draws have been pretty subpar. I'm gonna have to Pyromancer over there next turn.
The forest will not suffer your
Okay, I'm just
presence.
gonna silence that. We're gonna get low here. Maybe the Gatekeeper was the correct play and not the Dawnstar
You
Healer.
can't defeat me.
Don't make me laugh.
This enthusiasm says to me, Golden Saint. Triumphant Jarl. It's not so bad for us, actually. I can play 2 3-drops this turn. Maybe I need to just... what am I getting out of playing the Pyromancer? Nothing, right? So, if I...
A little
Cloud
distraction
Rest.
might prove useful. The day is mine.
This is just going to get run over, but that's okay. We're going to try to get to a point in a turn or two where we can drop Dawnstar Healer and come back in life a little bit. We have another Cloud Rest Illusionist to clean this guy up after he swings here. Unless this gets executed, of course. And he does have a fistful of cards. And if he hits us for 5, Underworld Vigilantes from him could kill us. Okay, that's pretty good. I mean, it's of the things that could happen, it's one of the better ones. Steel
You
Scimitar.
can't defeat me.
Alright. Well, now I am Pyromancering Illusionist.
There's a plan. There's always a plan. Hermamora tests us.
No, now I Earthbone Spinner that. And just clear the board.
The forest will not suffer your presence.
Let's heat things up.
Behold my power.
Okay, so we can break 2 runes next turn. If he doesn't kill my Hive Defender. Another Triumphant Jarl takes up most of his turn. Okay. Illusionist Execute is
A little
great.
distraction might prove useful.
I give it one more turn.
Lead me into battle.
And the next turn, Dawnstar. Try to get back in this. Because if you're running Raiding Party, you don't run. Unless you're trying to kill me specifically with charge tokens and you have Orc Clan Captain and Northwind Outpost and stuff, you don't run Manticora and stuff, so I don't need to worry about playing into that. If I could draw that final Dawnstar, that would be amazing, right?
Chimera, guide us.
That's pretty good. Can you take
We
out both of
stand
these?
united.
Oh man, you are doing that. Okay, well, let's gain some life and play Dawnstar Healer.
I've got you covered.
Behold my power.
And we instantly hit a prophecy.
Close ranks. Let nothing through.
Sure.
The day is mine.
I'll kill you where you stand.
I really wish I had a Golden Saint in my hand right now, obviously. But 22 is pretty comfortable life total. Yeah, Golden Saint would be much better than Jarl here. I don't really care about drawing cards at the moment. This is a close one. I'm having to walk a really fine line here. I don't think he can do 22 from hand.
Training is over. It's
Maybe
time
he can.
to act.
Maybe he can.
We stand united.
Yeah, for this to work the way you want it to, you have to swing with your Orc Clan Captain first. So, after that dies, we have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. No way you can do 22. I have 2 Morkel Gatekeepers, so I can afford to lose some stuff.
Time to fight.
Yeah.
Tell us.
Okay, I can't
Time
beat
to fight.
He's now removed enough that I can't do. I can't just win next turn. Can Jarl? Burma Profiteer into Jarl.
For Sovngarde! Behold my power.
There's a plan. There's always a plan.
Hope to draw a 2-drop. It's pretty good. I have lethal here with these 3 creatures. I'm at 23. He's used 2 of his Nord Firebrands, the 2 we knew that he had. Two more cool Gatekeepers in hand. I can play both the Gatekeepers and the Vigilante for a burst of 8. So all I need to do is connect with one of these 2 creatures and have a lane with no guards in it, and I can kill him. 5 cards in hand. Okay.
Follow me, men.
I win. Alright.
Come at me!
You can't defeat me.
Right, so let me make sure that I do the math right. Well, it doesn't even matter anymore.
You
but-
won't foil my plan.
There's nowhere they can hide.
Close ranks!
And we are going to end this game at a comfortable
Close ranks!
19
let
life.
nothing through!
The hunter becomes the hunted.
There you go. Deck still feels real good. I went on my little spiel a second ago. Obviously, we'll play one more game to try to hit Legend. Be right back for it. Alright, so we are 1 win away from Legend with Let It All Out, because the first version of this deck was called Tears for Giant Fears because it ran Tear and a bunch of giants. And even though we took the giants out, Tear's still around, and we added shouts. So we are going to shout, shout, and let all the Sovngarde spirits out. Playing against Drak, the Jack of all trades. Beautiful avatar. Props to you for that. Is he playing Scout? He is. And he's also rank 1. So. Reeve's pretty good against Scout, right? Although he has the Ring of Magicka, which sucks for us. What am I trying to do here? I'm going to keep Reeve. Reeve and Tyr together again. Okie dokie. Well, it was called Fantastic Fours for a reason. The deck's curve is, it looks a little strange if you've never played it before. And there's Cloud Resolutionist. So at this point, I will take anything that costs 2 or 3 Magicka in the deck, right? Yeah. Any of them. It's a little less than half the deck. It's fine. I mean, this is a pretty low priority target. You know what? I will take an Execute. I will take an Execute.
As long as I draw
Because it's something to do. It keeps my dude alive. And next turn I can play Reeve. And he's 1 turn away still from... Scout cards have to be pretty good, right?
as long as I draw back.
Reeve's going over here, by the way, because of ye old Territorial Viper. Now, unfortunately, now we're going to get caught up by Thorn Histmage, which I will silence.
The hist
There we go.
provides.
I should have kept... I mean, Execute, best draw on the deck. Didn't draw it. Yeah. Let's just hope we don't hit a Prophecy here. Yeah, we didn't. So now he needs Leaf Lurker or another guard creature to make this happen. Or Territorial Viper. But we're getting there. You can drop 2 3s next turn. Or Giant Snake, I guess. Interesting. Kind of makes me want to go Tyr. Oh. Instead, we're going to play Golden Saint. One of the most powerful cards in the game. But I honestly believe an incredibly well-balanced card. And also the only card in that cycle that I think is always balanced. Because it's not too strong when you get 2 4/4s for 5. Although it's, or 6, I mean. Although it's great. It's not too strong. Oh no, Murkwater Witch Leaf Lurker. Oh, that's okay. Sure. So, Skaven Pyromancer, right? Tier into Skaven
I will
Pyromancer.
protect the hist.
Nope, nope. Now we need to do something about that. Well, we can play a bunch of Call of Valor, guys. I don't know what that's good for, though. Cloudress Illusionist. I feel like I have to play Thieves Guild Shadowfoot.
So many purses, so little time.
Well, Tazcad actually kind of changes my plans here. What if I just abandon this lane? I mean, I'm 2 turns away from...
Pain and ecstasy.
I like our arm.
Yeah, it's got to be pretty good, right? We have 11 over there, 6 in hand. That's lethal. Although, I mean, of course, this deck runs a ton of guard creatures. Yeah, sure. Even that's actually okay. I can just populate this with Call of Valor tokens.
I will protect the hist.
Well, that's a little less okay. He's gonna get all of my dudes out of there.
Swords and claws.
We can Cloudress Illusionist to keep something alive. Wow, dude's going deep for a crushing blow. So, we can't kill them both. Alright, let's see here. Well, we can double Cloudress Illusionist. Keeps... That's not even that good, is it? But you know, it gets a lot of dudes on board.
A little distraction might prove useful.
I'm gonna kill this one, right?
A little distraction might prove useful.
Let's do this.
Okay, so there are ways to kill him now. We have 12 on board after he takes this trade. Tazcad in hand. He goes to 11. Okay. Might be a 2-turn lethal affair, but
The hist provides.
yeah, that's pretty good. You have another one? Don't have the 3rd and final preserver of the root, man. I'm trying to hit legend.
Hail Alduin!
Oh, that's fine. Okay, let's make sure we don't miss lethal here somewhere. We swing, so if we hit no prophecies, he goes to 7, we can kill him.
Behold my power.
Oh no! We do have Underworld Vigilante, but that sucks. Whatever this is has to... Midnight Sweep, get out of here, man!
I live to serve.
Behold my power.
Well, you got Midnight Sweep. So we have Underworld Vigilante for burst from hand. Gotta do something about all this. Can't kill that directly. If you Leaf Lurkers it leaves behind a, what is it? Durzog? Durzog was my name my first time in college, actually. Back when I was a youngster. This time my name was Mr. Larson.
Now you will see real power.
Desperation Blood Magic Lord. Doesn't matter what it is. It does not matter what it is.
Swords and claws.
I win, right? What stops me? Nope. If he rings out a Deepwood Tracker, I would lose. I wouldn't lose, but I wouldn't win right now.
There's nowhere they can hide.
There you go. Man, so I tested this deck in casual before I put it on the ladder. Went 5-1. This is my first time recording with it. Went 4-5-0. Feels good. Let's see where I think we just hit legend, so let's see where we ended up. 6-0-1. So we got some work to do if we're gonna climb the top. But I mean, you know, people who watch the channel a lot know, like, I probably play 4.5, 5 hours of Legends a week, so getting to the top of the ladder is sort of challenging as far as time investment goes, but we might make a go for it this time. All right. So, let's see what our record looks like. Make sure I know how many games we just played. Okay, so we played 4. This was Wisp Market Assassin, by the way. The video for that probably came out already. But anyhow, thanks for joining me. I will see you all on the ladder. Bye-bye.